Hello everyone, welcome to Planica in Slovenia for another day of the Nordic Junior World Ski Championships. It's a beautiful part of the world. If you've not been here, it's highly recommended. Maribor up the road, of course, northwest Slovenia, with mountains, forests, deep valleys, and of course the odd lake. Close to the Austrian border, not far away from Hungary and Croatia, of course, as well. Beautiful part of the world, but young athletes will not be worried too much about that. They'll be concentrating on the task at hand. It really is stunning. The valley where we are, of course, just in the shadow of some of those most amazing mountains. One of them being Mount Planica. And we are here with our focus on the hill as the men step into the spotlight and onto the in-run for the ski jumping competition. A lot of preparation, waxing the skis, preparing the body, keeping the mind calm and collected as well. Another important thing. These guys, well, Slovenia, the home nation, first and second in the women's competition yesterday. Wasn't there a lot of celebrations at the bottom of the hill? And who knows, perhaps again here. Remember, Slovenia got the team Youth Olympic Games gold last month. Still always time for a little bit of improvement. The coaches will never let that one go. So it's not the coldest ever, but it's okay. That's not quite so easy for the cross-country athletes. Of course, if that's your bag, we are covering that as well. And Nordic Combined up bright and early tomorrow for Nordic Combined. These are our officials. We thank them for their work here, and our judges. Finland, Sweden, Italy, Slovenia and Kazakhstan are their nationalities on the side of the hill. And we're feeling the love, absolutely. Not sure about the Vuvuzela though. Wouldn't want to be next to that for too long. We have a lot of athletes here from all around the world, Europe, the Americas, Japan, just to name a few areas. 67, and I guess one of the favourites will be the man who goes last, Stefan Embacher of Austria, was first in the trial round just earlier on with 97 metres. But keep an eye out. So you saw him, bib number 18, Ilya Mizernik of Kazakhstan, who got the gold at the Youth Olympic Games. It's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Turned the grand old age of 17. Amazing at this young age how these athletes really are so mature, not only in the sport, but I don't know if you caught the interviews with Taya Bodlaj, Julia Mühlbacher and Tina Özal, the top three of the women, and just talking with such maturity, such confidence, and of course even now multilingual interviews in their home language and of course in English. So it really was very impressive indeed. We've had several hills here since 1930 or so. The latest one is this one, built 12 years ago and looking very good indeed. It's 102 metres, the hill size. The K point is 95 metres. You get 60 points if you land on 95 metres. You get extra points for going longer, less if you get, of course, a little bit short of that. And as we mentioned, the longest jump of the day was in the trial round was 97 metres from Stefan Embacher. So we'll see whether they're going to go a bit further. We are in a different place to the women, who are up on 20 and 21. Start gate 12 is where we'll start. That was how it was in the trial round as well. And as I say, a lot of athletes to get down. Felix Tuntz wearing 19, just a little massage of the feet before those very harsh boots go on. We're going to start with Seigo Sasaki, who had a good time at the Youth Olympic Games, 9th in the mixed team, but inside the top 25, 24th there, has had a few FIS events in Sapporo, where he was inside the top 30. The 15-year-old Americans are here, and they've got some good prospects on the hill. Eric Belshaw, we saw earlier on the World Cup in the team competition, did very well indeed, and well, I think he was going to be there or thereabouts, third in the trial round. Italy, Switzerland, they've all got their flags. Slovenia, of course, will get the biggest cheer, those athletes. The sun starting to go down. That's a lot of hair, isn't it? Doing very well to stick up, despite the battering it will get from the helmet. Finland, of course, always strong. They've got Viljo Palosari in the mix. A few of these athletes already competed in World Cups, a lot in Intercontinental Cups. Alpine Cup, of course, as well in Europe, and well, a lot of experience already in these youngsters as we get ready to go. Our last trial jumper has gone down. Here we are, ready to go. They're lining up this for the Junior World Champion title in ski jumping. And this is the youngster, birth date of May 2008. Already looking the part. Seigo Sasaki from Japan, ready to get underway. We don't seem to have too many problems with the wind, and we are underway in the competition. And that was a tidy jump, 84.5 meters. Nice and steady in the flight. Not so steady on the outrun. I did it all, and right at the end, just slipped over. The judges won't mind that. They will have already put their marks in. 16s mostly. And whatever happens, you can say I led the World Championships. Yep. The wind has been marked down a little bit at the moment with that headwind. Sebastian Woodbridge of France is our next man up. 18th at the Olympics, the Youth Olympics. And another tidy jump. And another one in the 80s, 88.5 meters. Sasaki, just a very short stay in that winner's enclosure. Got a good lift off the table, a little bit unsteady in flight, but landed it pretty good. Right leg just going away a little bit, and into first by almost 10 points he goes. Maximilian Gartner of Italy from the Gardnida Groden club. Next up, the 16-year-old, 14th at the recent Youth Olympic Games. Having to use a lot of work on that right hand, but he likes it very much, and he's into the 90-meter marks, just over that, 90.5. He is happy. Has been competing in the Alpine Cup in December. Didn't really do too much in those events, but experience is experience, and he will go into second place. Masaki Nakamura is next from the Megmilk Snow Brand ski team. And the veterans at 19. That makes it show as well. It's a good jump. It's a long jump. It's 96.5 meters. 17s and what was 17.5. A couple of times from the judges as well. And that will put him quite comfortably into the lead. Really good distance. Likes his skis. Loving life at the moment. Yeah, really nice. Watch his reaction. He loves it. Looking to be in that 30 that go into the final round. Well, yesterday we were getting plus marks for the wind, but I think it's turned around and is just aiding them a little bit as Andero Cap gets on to the in-run. Won't be too happy with that. A little short at 83 meters, not that stable. 16s by and large from the judges. Fairly inexperienced, the 17-year-old has been taking part in the FIS Cup. Skirk was the last time out, 51st there. Tarek van Vieren will be coming up. Well, I say that. I think he has not started because he skipped to 7. Over to Nishikata, a little short to be bothering the leaders. 80.5. He struggled to get into the final round. Little unsteady on the landing, that left leg shooting out. 4th place it is. Rickard Nyström next up, the Swede. The 17-year-old. Has had modest results in the FIS Cup and the European Youth Olympic Festival. Was 41st there. 77.5 meters short of the mark really at the moment in this competition already. Will struggle to get a second jump. Nice and steady. Good landing as well. And it is bottom of the 7 that we have seen so far. DJ is banging out these tunes. The likes of Jan Osmera will have to forget about that. Karl Kalik we haven't seen, so we go straight to Jan Osmera. Again, a modest jump. Into 5th he'll go with that 80-meter jump. Modest again from the judges as well. Let's have a look. This is a great view. You see the explosive power coming off that table, the timing you need to get it right. And then that telemark landing, 1 foot in front of the other. That's what the judges want to see. Into 5th. Fastin Moreau is next up. Again, not as long as some, 85.5 for the man from the Courchevel club. An 18-year-old. Well, he's got some decent marks from the judges, and it is enough to squeak himself into 2nd place. And his own Waterloo has come and gone, and he may be in the 30 that get a chance to battle it out again. Thomas Mice of Finland next up. The 18-year-old. He has been in the 30s in terms of position in the FIS Cup. Oh, and that was very nearly head first into the sand. A little shake of the head. He'll be happy to be down safely. Didn't seem too unbalanced as he came through the air, but certainly on landing it went a little bit wrong. Low marks from the judges as a response. It is a little bit messy, isn't it? And got away with one there. We did see a crash with the women's competition yesterday. We don't want to see another one here. Well, it is good enough to go into equal second with Fausto Moro. Next up, Martino Zanbenedetti of Italy. Well, it was a little modest in the end. Didn't seem to have too much attack in it, and brings a little bit of speed into the outrun. 80.5 meters. Just seemed to come out of it a little early. It was a nice jump, it was a steady jump, but it wasn't a spectacular jump. That right leg going out, and well, I got that. The landing was okay, and then just clipped his skis as he came into the end run. And into sixth he will go. Wearing 15, Alex Reiter of Germany from the Oberstdorf Club. What a facility they've got there. Wonderful to be there if you can for the Four Hills. And a steady jump again, 89 meters, not quite knocking on that door of the 90-meter mark, but good from the judges, and it's close enough with looking at the wind compensation. He's getting, the wind has turned around, so he's getting 13.5 points of wind compensation. That's enough to put him into first place at the moment. Just outside the medals in that mixed team competition at the Youth Olympic Games, but I hope for good stuff here, and he is first at the moment. Tobias Throyer of Sweden next up. And again, in the low 80s, 82 meters. He'll be a little disappointed with that. The 18-year-old from the Thrusker Vajo Club. Been busy in the FIS Cup, last out in Fallon. 42nd and 43rd there, and that was a nice landing. Landed it very nicely indeed. Not bad from the judges, and that is enough to put him into fifth place. Yang Seung-chan of Korea next up. 21st at the Youth Olympic Games, so he's always there or thereabouts. Over the skis nicely. Came out of it a little early though, 81 meters for him. Will not really cut the mustard. 11th place for Yang. The crest of the hill and keep it as horizontal as you can, for as long as you can, before you bring it up into the vertical. Kazakhstan, the flag there, and that means it's Ilya Mizernik who is next. The man who came first in the normal hill competition. What can he do here? That's a good distance. Looked nice as well. The judges liked it. Did the coach like it? Well, he's a little bit undecided. It is enough to put him first, though. 5 points ahead of Alex Reiter of Germany now. 14.6. Keep an eye on that mark. That's the one to beat at the moment for the Youth Olympic Games champion. 90-something. We'll have to do it to beat him. 85.5. And that's partly because of the wind compensation. It is moving around a little bit. Felix Trunz of Switzerland in the Bachtel club. Just outside the medals in Gang 1. 4th. Agonising place to be, isn't it? You'd rather be 24th and never have been in contention, you think, sometimes. Wind is just getting up a little bit. It wasn't as strong as this yesterday. Extra pressure on the coach. He's happy. Away goes the flag and away goes his charge. And it's a very tidy jump indeed. Only 89 metres. He was hoping for more, I think it's fair to say, by his high standards. Not happy. It will put him into first place. It will put him into first place, but we have a lot still to go. I'll make it another, what, 47 or so. A little untidy on the landing. 1.1 ahead of the Kazakhstan athlete, Mizunek. Hector Kapustik of Slovakia is next up. Flew down there, but not to any great distance. 83.5 metres. Look on the FIS website and his picture profile. He's got surfer dude long blonde locks. You can't see that under his helmet. And he's been pretty consistent. 19th at the Youth Olympic Games, but you wonder whether you can do it again here. He's in 5th place at the moment. David Rigel is next up from the Czech Republic. The Duka Liberec club is his home. And he's very modest on the distance there, 80.5 metres. Not great. Body language perhaps says it all. Getting through these athletes. Remember, once we get through all 67, I say all 67, we've had a few did not starts already, as far as I can make out. Yeah, well, Richard Nystrom has been disqualified. Andreo Kat, Jakub Karlakik, in fact 3 have did not start. Here's someone who is starting, Thomas Kusma of Finland. That's a good jump. It's a good jump, kept it really over the skis. We'll look back on the outrun there. And over a bit of a divot. And 90.5 metres. Decent marks from the judges. That will be enough to put him into the top 5. Good angle over the skis. Not much movement there. Would have liked to add a metre or two more, I guess. 4th place for him. That wind is moving around a little bit, isn't it, at the moment? Still Felix Trunz of Switzerland in the lead. Can Ali Ripalin do anything about that? The 19-year-old from France. Good landing. Not great distance, it's average, 84.5 metres. Been busy in the Continental Cup, last time out in Villingen, 34th there. He'll be inside the top 10, but only just. With that jump, never really committed over the skis there. 9th place it is. Still many to come, including Viho Polisari. But the gate, Julien Gay of France from the Nancy club. What can the man from Cluse do here? Another one who's been busy on the Continental Cup circuit. That's a decent distance, 87 metres. Getting in the top 10, into 6th he goes. He's not happy with that. Got to get it right off the end of the jump, the table. Just a little too much bend in the knees. He landed 6th place for him. France 6th and 7th, just pipping Faustin Moreau. Dreccia. Oh, very short. Yeah. Didn't get that one all right at all. And 63 metres for the man from the Dynamo Raznov club. He has really just started that journey. He's only 15 years of age. It's a lot of pressure on young shoulders. Came out too early, really, but he's got a lot of time. And even if he doesn't jump again, he's had a good experience here. Johannes Ardal of Norway next up from the Ulster club. Enjoyed a couple of podiums in his career. FIS Cup he's been involved in so far this season. And that's a decent jump of 87 metres. Was 7th in the mixed team competition in Whistler last year's World Ski Championships. And he'll take 6th place with that jump. First Norwegian jumper is inside the top 10 for the time being. A lot more athletes to come, including this man, Ines Kvalite. He's from Slovenia. The PA goes up a notch and so does the crowd at the bottom. Oh, it's a good jump as well. 92.5 metres. He hasn't disappointed the crowd here. Part of that team that won the team competition at the Youth Olympic Games last month. And it is enough to put him into 3rd place. And it's a good jump. It's the longest jump we've had so far. Not getting the wind compensation that some others have had, though. But, well, you think he'll probably have a chance of being in that top 30 for the second final round. Vasil Bukhonkul of Ukraine. Just outside the 80-metre mark, 79.5 metres. Modest from the judges as well. He's not going to be bothering the top 10, or for that matter the top 20. Placed 23rd at the moment. The 16-year-old, wide range, some very close to turning 20. Quick wave and off he goes, out of the way. 60 is Yannick Wasser of Switzerland, looking very relaxed. Yang Song-woo, not quite so relaxed. 16-year-old on his way. Well, he was very smooth in landing, wasn't it, in flight, and landed it pretty nicely. Could have done with a few more meters though, 85.5. Good launch. You see the adjustments, the right ski just moving around a little bit, perhaps too much. 15th place for the Korean. Chance to change the gear. Don't think he's going to be featuring in the final round. Another Slovenian, Jaka Drinovec. And another one who puts in a good jump as well. 92 meters. It was tidy as well. The judges didn't mind it at all. The Tržić Club with the home fans cheering him on. We have some very strong Slovenian athletes. Perhaps not as strong a lineup as for the women, but you may have heard, if you're a ski jumping fan, Peter Preus retiring at the end of the season, one of Slovenia's most successful ski jumpers, Peter the Great. Who's going to take his mantle? This is Maxim Glivka of the United States. And he was well short of where he needed to be, 78.5 meters. The 17-year-old won't be happy with that. Last time out, he was in Lillehammer in the Continental Cup, got disqualified. There are all sorts of ways you can get disqualified. Something wrong with your skis or your suits, you'll be hoiked. Anyway, it's a bit academic. He's 25th at the moment, and body language, I think, says it all. Oh, it was a little bit wobbly at the bottom, wasn't it? And again, down in the 20s. It's not going to be helpful, is it? Still many to come. Still in gate 12. This is Josef Buka of the Czech Republic. That's not a bad jump, just on the 90-meter mark. 16.5 from the judges is enough to put him into fourth place. Tidy jump. A little bit unbalanced, a little twisted through the air, but kept it together, landed it really nicely as well. We'll be seeing him again. Tuomas Kinnunen of Finland is next up, 19-year-old. Looking to land that telemark landing. He's managed a 16th in December in the FIS Cup. And he's just got himself into the top 10 there with that jump of 85 metres. Very unbalanced, and the landing in that right leg going out. But enough distance and enough points for 10th place. Julia of Romania next to go. And again, really short of where he wants to be. It's a hard job, isn't it, sometimes? As a coach, 76.5 metres. And that's down at the bottom reaches of this competition at the moment for the man from Dinamo Raznov. 19 in July, but a moment to remember. Eric Kapias of Slovakia. He likes cycling, he likes fishing. Can he hook himself a decent place here? It's a little short, really, for the man from Bangsa Bystrica. 76.5 metres. Into 27th place he goes out of 31. Got to get this bit right here. Too late, too early. You don't get the lift, you don't get the momentum. Of course, as these guys get older and fill out and bulk out a bit more, that will help them go further as well. Austrian flags are flying for Fabian Held, who has been inside the top 10 in his last two Alpine Cup outings in Seefeld on home turf. And that's not a bad jump either. Not quite over the 90-metre mark, 88.5 metres. Judges didn't mind the style. Remember, you will lose points if you're not up at that K point. Third place, though, is decent enough. Got a lot of wing compensation, 16.9 points, which really did help him. Daniel Skaka is next up for the Czech Republic. Again, a little short of where he'd like to be. .83.5 metres inside the top 10, but on the skin of his teeth, he is 10th at the moment. Everyone watching from the coach's area. Not a bad landing. Fabian Ostvold of Norway from the Lensbygda Ski Club. .7 metres for him. He would have liked a bit more in his body language, I would have thought. Got a top 10 place in the FIS Cup in Skirk at the beginning of the month as he was training for here. And 7th place at the moment. That will guarantee him a place come what may. Timotus Mikhajevic is next. These are some of the athletes who are waiting nervously. 61, Adrian Titel of Germany was very good in the trial run. We are coming down a start gate because we've had some huge wind compensation points. And our volunteers getting not only the start gate in the right place, but as importantly our sponsors board in the right place as well. Day is drifting away, the lights are showing, and it is still Felix Trunk who is leading. 89 metres, not the longest jump, but combined with the judges' points and the wind compensation points, he got 18.2 points of wind compensation, so he is top. Our biggest jump was what, 92 metres, no, hang on a second, 96 and a half from Nakamura. We do have a few that did not start, one who was disqualified, and still a few left up there. Sheepskins to keep you comfortable, and it's still a pretty uncomfortable place to be, waiting for your jump. Hello team, thank you for your work. Well, they'll be keeping an eye out the window for the wind conditions and for everything else as well. Already gone. There's our 41st. Timotus Mikhajevic of Poland from the Zakopane club. The World Cup was there recently, of course. Oh, that's a good jump. That's a long jump. That's 95.5 metres. No, we had a short pause after the first 40. It was worth the wait. Into first place he goes. And that from gate 13. They've actually gone up a gate. I thought they were going down, but anyway, it's by the by. Get that 4.8 taking off for that extra little bit of in-run. Doesn't matter, still in the lead by a healthy margin. Mikola Schmik do anything here, the Ukrainian in the COP of Winter Sports Club. And he was always having to move. It wasn't the most stable. Coach didn't like it that much. 86 metres down into 14th place he will go. So not really setting the world on fire there. But got down safely. Anything he should not have done. So just a reminder that gate 13 will dock you some points, but the wind competition is still in your favour. Klepper. It was nice in flight, wasn't it? Kept it still, but did he get enough distance? No, 86 metres. Only 16th place. Sometimes it goes for you, and sometimes it doesn't. He's looked good. He was inside the top 20 a couple of times in the FIS Cup. Once in Skirk, once in Rotterdam. Not his day today. Daniil Vasiev of Kazakhstan is next up. A 19-year-old. the most stylish of landings perhaps, but 90 metres, not bad. Into fourth he'll go. Been to the Olympic Games already, had her first World Cup start in 2021 in Villingham. And he is a veteran of 22 World Cup starts, is Vassiliev. And it's okay, it's fourth for him. But a man of that experience would have been hoping to be even better. FIS looking relaxed. Here's his compatriot Ben Bayer from the Tullingham club. Another one who'll turn 20 in June. And lands it well. 88 metres. Well, we are getting more and more in the 90-metre region as we get towards the end of the first round. That's only enough for 9th place. He has managed podium. Oh, that right leg just collapsing away. He has managed podium positions in some of his competitions, not in the last few months though. Janka is next of Slovenia. I beg your pardon. He's next up. He's next up. Let's see. Lupescu is next of Romania. Let's not skip ahead. 85 metres for the Romanian. And the Romanian coach is not enjoying his day at the moment. That's the best so far of his charges, in 16th place, 37th and 39th. 39th being the last place at the moment. The other two charges for Romania. And, well, I don't think he's going to be bothering the top 10 when it comes to the end of this competition. Now then it gets a bit noisier. Janka of Slovenia from the Ihan club. Oh, it's a good jump. Kept it over the skis for as long as he could. 93 metres. Puts him in the mix in 5th place. 9 points behind our Polish leader. Crowd like that. Remember, they had that wonderful day yesterday with Tina Herzog winning and Taya Bodlaj coming 3rd, separated by Julia Mühlwacker of Austria in the women's competition. Nicely done. We have a Slovenian in the mix at the moment. Still Poland. Lukovic is the man top of the pile at the moment. 95.5 metres will certainly help, won't it? Remember, the top 30 going through into the final round. And we'll bring you all the action. Don't go anywhere. Our Olympic gold medalist from the Youth Olympics is in 3rd place. Ilya Mizunik. We do have a few who did not start. But we are looking at the top, and this is our leader at the moment with a very tidy jump of 95.5. 20 to go. We'll see whether he stays on top of the pile. Simon Steinberger of Austria. Here comes our next jumper from Norway, Isak Langmo. That's a good jump as well. And it's enough for second place. Doesn't seem happy with his jump. I'm not entirely sure why. It was 5 points behind Kojic. Obviously wanted a bit more than that. The man who came fifth in the last FIS Cup. Poland back on the in run. Oh, and that's a good one as well. 93.5 meters. Poland really putting in the work here, and that's another in the top three. Lukasic, 116.7 again, just under 6 points behind the leader, and only just behind Langmo of Norway. Getting a lot of wind assistance, but again that 4.8 for the gate being up a little bit. Kasper Tomasek. Poland again. Could it be another big one? Yeah, it's not bad. It's in the 90 meters, but only just. 90.5 meters. 16.5 from the judges.
Already qualified in final round, enough for 8th place in this moment.
It's a good landing. Feet in the right place, arms perhaps moving a little bit too much. It's in the top 10, but it's not the same as Kojic or Lukasic. Now it's Cyber next up. Around from the Backtail Club. In the Continental Cup competition this season. Not quite where he wants to be at 82.5 meters. I'll leave him down in 30th place. Not great from the judges either. Yeah, didn't get the lift he wanted from the table. Let's have a look. Was he a little bit late there, and then a little bit unbalanced, that left leg out. Got it down safely. Not a great landing in terms of style. There'll be other days for Marius Cyber. Svetoslav Nazarenko of Kazakhstan has 2 World Cup starts under his belt. Oh, and the experience showed. It's not a bad jump in terms of distance. Wasn't that tidy on the landing. Into 11th place he'll go. And he did okay distance points wise, but just did not really get the marks from the judges he would have wanted, and into 11th place it's getting tough. Leo Palasari is our next athlete at the top of this hill, the normal hill, from the Kusuman Club. Good distance, sat down a bit on landing, 94 meters. Good marks from the judges, it's enough to put him in the top 3. 19-year-old, well, it wasn't the greatest of landings, a little bit rutted there, isn't it, which doesn't help. But 3rd He's not happy, but he is only 5 points behind the leader. And we're getting towards the end of this first round. Klemens Joniak of Poland next up. That's another nice jump, bang on 90 metres. He's been inside the top 15 the last couple of FIS Cups in Fallon, but he's not inside the top 15 here, just outside, 16th. We'll get him through to the final round, of course, because there's not many left to go. 110 points. Quite a long way behind. Estonia next up. Kaimar Vegel, 5th at the Youth Olympic Games in Gang 1, 20th of January, not that long ago. Oh, it's a good landing. It's good distance. It's 92 metres. A very tidy jump. It's in the top 10. Within 9 points of the leader for Kaimar Vagel. He seems to be happy with it. We will certainly see him again in that final round. Nice landing. Little fist bump. And a big smile now. Simon Steinberger of Austria next to go from the Meerhofen club. And a couple of World Cup starts. Oh yeah, 95 metres. Smile from the coach. And it's enough for second place. Well, he was at the World Cup in Bischofshofen and also in the Four Hills tournament as well. Wasn't really anywhere near the front of it. What experience you get, and he has done really well there. Austria, of course, such a strong nation when it comes to ski jumping. United States, the Stars and Stripes flag ready to set Jason Colby on his way from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Oh yes, 92 metres for the American. Got himself a podium in Rasnov in the FIS Cup in October. And he has got himself 11th place here. And we'll see what he can do next time around. Less than 10 points between him and the top place, but it may change. We've got a few more to come. We are certainly getting through them. Yuri Keseli of Switzerland from the Eine Seidel club. Look good. 91.5 metres, but at this stage of the competition you've got to be a bit longer than that. 17th place only. Almost touched skis at the bottom, got away with it. Asahi Sakano is our next jumper. We started the competition with a Japanese jumper. Now, what can Sakano do? Hokkaido Shimukawa Commercial High School is his place of education and his place of training. The man from Hokkaido goes long at 93 metres. Would have liked a bit more, I think it's fair to say. Not great from the judges. Sat down a little bit on landing. Hands moving around, trying to make sure he stayed in the right position and sat down on landing. 15s and 16s from the judges. And it might have been 93 metres, but it's down in 20th place. Yannick Vassar waiting to go. At his first World Cup start just before Christmas in Engelberg. 93.5 metres, not bad, but not enough for the top three. He'll slot into 7th place.
Seventh place in this moment. 7.7 behind the leading Timotej.
Not bad. It'll put him in contention should he pull out a monster jump in that second and final round. Another man who managed second place in that trial round before we got underway. Titel underway. And it was 95 metres in the trial run, and it's better here, 98.5 metres. And he's been in great form. That is wonderful. Oh, he is just ahead of Emil Kajevits. 1.1 points the difference. It's a lovely landing as well. He flew, he got the timing right. The wind is not massive compared to some. It's been in 13, 14 points. He gets 8.4, but it's enough. It's enough. Well, can Yannick Feist make his celebrations, Adrian Titel's celebrations, short-lived? He's the next one up. From the Biosprong Club. So he has been in the top 5 twice in the FIS Cup, both times in Fallon. What can he do here? That's not perhaps what he would have wanted. 93 is not bad, but the marks from the judges not getting a huge amount of wind compensation either, and that puts him down in 25th place. Well, fine margins, isn't it, really? Just saw Adrian Titel going into top spot. It's not quite such a fairy tale for his compatriot who was next up. 5 left. Johannes Puys of Austria. He's our next athlete from the Schwarzenberg Club. Inside the top 10. Last time out in the Continental Cup in Innsbruck. That is not as long as he would have liked it. 91 metres, 15th place for him. Get some decent wind compensation actually, 15.7. That helped him not be down in the 20th. 25th, of course, the last jumper. Landed perhaps as solidly as you like, but it's okay. Rok Masle of Slovenia. Can he make this crowd go into raptures? Well, it's not bad. but it's not enough to get the crowd excited. It's 91 meters. Oh, it's down in 23rd place. Not going to be a carbon copy of the women's competition for the Slovenians. That's a disappointment for those who are local and have come out to see the local talent. He's certainly got the talent. 3 podiums in his career already. Now Eric Belshaw, 3rd in the trial run. We saw him in the World Cup already. Oh, it's a good jump. Right leg a little bit collapsing. It is 94.5 meters, and it is enough to put him in contention. 3rd place for the American. That's the bit the judges probably didn't like, but 17.5's not bad at all. Not a smile, he's just going to style it out. 2 to go. Tate France is the first of those. The American for the New York Ski Foundation. And went long. That's not bad at all. 94 meters. Nice style as well. Judges didn't mind that. And he's in contention as well, just 5 points behind the leader in 5th place. Well, he's not happy by his high standards, but he's certainly in contention for a podium perhaps. Austria go last. Stefan Embacher, the man, the 18-year-old who was first in the trial run. He managed 97 meters. Can he do it again here? Oh, it's a good jump. It's a good jump, and it's the same again. It's 97 meters. Judges love it. 18s almost across the board, and he will go into first place by 8 points. What a jump that was. Look how still he is. Got that launch point absolutely right. Lands it nicely, just a little too perhaps flex if you're being picky as he lands. It doesn't matter, he's ahead. It's his to lose in a way. Stefan Embacher of Austria leads at the moment. So this is the first round, and it is Embacher. The last to jump is first. Adrian Tittel of Germany. Timotheus Emil Kiewicz is third. Belshaw there or thereabouts as well. There are 4, maybe 5 within around 10 points of the leader, but Embacher has an 8-point advantage over the next placed, the second place, Adrian Tittel of Germany. And those are the 30 that go through. Yannick Feist, the last one to make it through, 30 going through to the final round. And we have an absolute brilliant final round in prospect. No, not everyone made it through, but everyone's had great experience here, and of course they will be involved in the team competitions a little later on in the week in this wonderful Junior World Ski Championships. Not just ski jumping, of course, but cross country and Nordic Combined. We're up bright and early for the Nordic Combined tomorrow morning. Hope you can join us for that. Jumping first, cross country second, of course. Wonderful display by all the athletes. The final round at 18:22 local time. So just over a quarter of an hour's time. Hope you can join us for that. We'll be back for the conclusion of this men's competition.
Hat er einen Wickler vor mir vor der Maschine.
Verjetno ste tudi že sami videli, da je današnja finalna serija 18 uri 22 minut. As you already seen on our big screen countdown, final round 6:22.
na obraz mi ma kosę, kakor kaczałciłca za podim. Ma nenormalno tak, ker prese zraven, pojem si ne prim, se smejim. Smrčam levo desno, tik-tak, 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 noben mi ni enak. Levo desno vozim, tik-tak, 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 sorry, sem pač tak. Ampak naj vas ne skrbi, meni v počo se mudi. Sem le fantak, ki nori, smuča pleše cele dni. Zdaj pa gremo skupaj, tik-tak, tik-tak, tik-tak. Sem gorski veseljak, smučam levo desno, tik-tak, 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 noben mi ni enak. Levo desno vozim, tik-tak, 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 sorry, sem pač tak. Ampak naj vas ne skrbi, meni v počo se mudi. Sem le fantak, ki nori, smuča pleše cele dni. Zdaj pa gremo skupaj, tik-tak, 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 mi zavida vsak. Zadnji super fajn zavoj, potegnem pol. Lopaku toplo pot, čo stegnem pol. Za mene je najlepši del poti. Muska vse posod na glas odmeva, pleše se po mizah in prepeva jaz. Za vricka gremo vsi na eba tri. Plešem levo desno, tik-tak, 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 noben mi ni enak. Levo desno skačem, tik-tak, tik-tak, tik-tak.
Še 4 minute bo ostalo tudi do uradnega začetka finalne serije, ki bo prinesla prvo odločitev moške del tekmovanja. Mladce bomo rekli do 20 let, FIS nordijskega svetovnega prvenstva Planica 2024. So in short film...
Welcome back to Planica. We are looking at the top three as it stands at the moment.
2024. Battling for the World Championships ground juniors.
And some really good jumps, weren't there? None better than this man. Not far off that magic 100-metre mark. And we're about to get underway again.
10.1 behind points, 10.5 behind Simon Steinberger aus Österreich.
Lights are on and we are ready to go. And this is how it is going to pan out. Thomas Kruisma will get us underway. 30th in the first round. 30 people jumping. We are really looking forward to this, to see whether those top 5 can give us a real battle royale. We are waiting at the top. It's a nervous moment. Who will triumph here? It's a really difficult moment when you're an experienced athlete, let alone if you are somebody who has been just a few years jumping on the circuit. Of course, they would have grown up with this. If you are familiar or you live in a ski jumping area, the baby slopes, someone like that will soon be on them, I am sure. He's certainly getting used to flying around, isn't he, in his dad's arms. Young and old have come here, they're enjoying themselves. And we are almost ready to go on this hill. We are on start gate 14. Well, we were 12 and 13 before, so we want to have even more points taken away in terms of gate compensation. Judges wait, coaches wait. We are almost ready to go underway. 6:22 local time is when we are due to get underway. It is 6:22. a man who's as cool as a cucumber. And that's what you need, is not just a physical ability, is it? It is the ability to just get into the zone. And that's what these athletes are looking to do. Yannick Vasseur wearing 60 on the side of the top 10. Back to get underway then with our first athlete. Some of these will just be trying to get a little further up from that position of 30th. Thomas Kuisma, what can he do? Can he better that 90.5 meter jump that he had in the first round? That's not bad. 89.5, not quite where he was in that first round. 223 points in total for the man from Finland. Landed it pretty nicely. Points aren't bad from the judges. And for a moment, he will be top of the pile in this Junior World Championship. I'm afraid I'm not fluent in Finnish, so I will not be able to tell you what he said there. This is Yannick Feist of Germany. That's a good jump. That's a good jump. It's 96 meters. Now that's up there, isn't it? But we have got some big jumpers to come. 97 meters for Stefan Embacher, the man who leads after the first round. That's not a bad effort at all. 12 or 12.5 points ahead of Kuisma. Leksreiter next up. Didn't break the 90 meter mark first time around. Has he done it this time? Yes, he has. And then some 93.5 meters. That's a nice tidy jump for sure. Germany 1 and 2, and Reiter is second. Good landing as well, wasn't it? Got that tenor mark landing, 1 foot in front of the other. Little bit of movement, nothing too terrible. Klemens Joniak, my first Polish athlete underway. They were decent, weren't they, in the first round? He's a little bit short of where he needs to be. 91.5 meters. Puts him down in third place. Asahi Sakano is our next athlete. 18-year-old from Hokkaido. 93 meters last time out in that first round. We'll need something in that order to top the pile here. It's not bad, it's 92 meters, not quite what he had in that first round. Little sit down on landing. Second place it is, behind Yannick Feist. The power and the explosive power off of that table. Not the tidiest landing, but 93 meters not bad. And into second he goes. Rockmasler is next up, which may be why you're hearing so much noise. Slovenia, a little sad at the news that Peter Preš is retiring at the end of the season. Will retire here, actually, looking for some new heroes. And that's very tidy indeed from Meisler. 93 metres, massive compensation on the wind compensation, almost 20 points, and that's enough just to edge him ahead of Yannick Feist. First place for one of the home heroes. Slovenia, Germany, Japan. Not the longest jump, a few more meters. Might have made it interesting later on in this competition. Eric Bayer next off Germany. So strong, of course, the Germans. That's better than his first jump. That was only 88 metres. This 92 and a half. And the points from the judges aren't bad. 16 and a halves and 17s. Again, a lot of wind compensation at the moment. 19.4 points. And he's just behind Rockmasler. So the Slovenian is still ahead. Slovenia again. Inish Falatic. That's a nice jump. And it's into the 90s. 92 and a half metres. Exactly what he had in the first round for the man from the Valencia club. For us mere mortals, what a leap of faith that is off the end of the in-run. And that is enough for fourth place. So Slovenia at the moment, first and fourth. It will change, I'm sure. Yuri Kiseli may want to have something to say about that. Here he is. Kept it in the air a very long time. He's happy with that, and why not? 94 and a half metres. Into fifth he goes. 91 and a half metres in the first round. Another 3 metres extra on that. Landed it pretty nicely. Judges were happy enough. Not as much wind compensation as some of the others. Josef Vukar next to the Czech Republic. Oh, that's a good jump. That's an excellent jump. Vukar will be happy with that. Into the lead he goes as well. Just, what is it, 1.6 points the difference. He just nudges the local man, Rockmasler, out of the way, and into first place he goes. High fives, understandably. Now, nighttime has descended, and at the moment the Czech athlete is sitting pretty on top of that top 10, but it could all change. We've got some big jumpers coming, 20 more to come. as we get towards the denouement of this competition. Much improved second jump for Buka of the Czech Republic. He's got a nice stool with a sheepskin on there, keep him warm. He'll be okay. Being number one will be what will keep him nice and warm. Back to the action. This is Nazarenko of Kazakhstan, who is ready to see what he can do in this second round. A little short of where he wants to be, a little short of where he was. 93 meters in the first round, 87.5. Not great from the judges either. Let's have a look again. Got to get that right. If you don't, then you're already in trouble. The athletes are just leaning forward, stretching on that landing. And 11th place for him at the moment. Some World Cup jumpers was just saying, it's all about the in-run. Some, actually, you get good aerodynamic flight. Jaka Dunovic. He's next up. A bit of extra noise from our announcer and from the crowd. Oh, and he jumped nicely. He seemed to have good lift there underneath his skis, and he will take first place with a jump of 95 meters. Slovenia first and third. Sound familiar? Well, I don't think it will be at the end of the men's competition, but it certainly was yesterday, with Erza and Burlaj taking gold and bronze respectively. But Slovenia, who are the team gold medalists in the men competition for the Youth Olympic Games, they are in good nick, aren't they? Fabian Held is next, the man from the Klagenfurt club. He's been doing pretty well in the Alpine Cup. What can he do here? 88.5 meters. He's going to have to jump some to take first place. And he has jumped some. 96.5 meters. Wow. Into second place. A little shake of the head. He's not happy. Felt he perhaps could have got a little bit more out of that jump, but nice and stable. Just a little twist to keep himself online, and then getting himself into that telemark landing. And second place, just 0.3 behind Drinovic of Slovenia. Johannes Perls of Austria. Going up from gate 14. Remember, they're a little higher than they were in that first round, and just a slight pause as we wait to be ready here. What a moment. Some athletes absolutely expressionless, but you can just see, can't you, how he is biting his lip and feeling the pressure. Johannes Peltz from the Schwarzenberg club. No, coach does not like it. The wind a little bit gusty. Not easy for any athlete, but these youngsters, it is not easy, is it, for them? Pulse will be, 19 in August. These are the top 6. Drinovic of Slovenia, keeping the home hopes alive. But we have the likes of Stefan Mbaka, Adrian Titel, Eric Belshaw, Timitus, Kielewicz as well of Poland. Well, we haven't had an issue with the wind in the women's competition. We haven't until now had an issue with it. It's just getting up a little bit. May change the gates. May just feel the wind is too strong even for that to work.
And our friends from Austria aus Österreich. Pa seveda naša ekipa, naših deklic.
Well, teammates are here. The crowd has been good as well. As we have this slight delay. I'm sure it'll be worth the wait though. Don't you worry. Just a reminder, we've got more ski jumping Saturday and Sunday. Certainly Sunday we've got the ski jumping team for men. And all the information, FIS app of course, the live action, YouTube, and through the FIS channels as well. There's a Swiss flag. Now, pub quiz, is it the only flag, national flag, that is square? You've got the likes of Bhutan, haven't you? You've got little triangles. Anyway, we'll pause that one. We'll park that because we're back to the action. Johannes has had to wait a while. He is up and ready. You can see that. Look at the body language there. 91 metres in the first round. He needs to get into the 100-metre mark if he wants to be in the lead here. Corey, he may well have done it. He has. 100.5 metres. Wonderful stuff. Well, he had to wait, didn't he? And that delay seemed to have no ill effects whatsoever. He had great lift. He held it for so long. And that is the longest jump of the competition so far. Johannes Poels goes into first place. .2 ahead of Jaka Drinovic, the Slovenian. Now then, Kasper Tomasiak of Poland. .90.5 metres first round. He's gone 3 metres better here. But you're going to have to be jumping up near the 100-metre mark if you want to be on the medals. He's down in, 12th place with that jump. Nice landing. It's not going to be a podium place. It's not going to be a top 10, but it's not been a bad day out for him. Still Johannes Poels of Austria in that winner's enclosure. How about Jason Colby? Well, the Americans have been strong here. 92 metres from this young man in the first round. And that, I think, is there or thereabouts again. 93 metres, just a little bit longer. It's not enough. We were saying you've got to be in the high 90s or 100 metres now if you want to really make a dent in this competition. 10th place for Jason Colby. Now from the Springboat Springs Water Sports Club. Landing it nicely. Little thumbs up for him. Not a bad day for him. He was very solid in both jumps. Iga Zanka of Slovenia. Another increase in the decibel volume round here. And the Umpa band playing, trying to give some inspiration. 93 metres, exactly the same as the first round. And he goes into 5th place. 17 points of wind compensation in his favour. The landing a little two-footed, that 1 foot in front of the other. 16.5, 17s from the judges. Still pulls, watches and waits and wonders. Kaima Vagel of Estonia is next up. Oh, he seemed to have nailed that jump very nicely. 94.5 meters. He just seemed to keep soaring, didn't he? He is happy with that, and he's into third place. Man from the Vaguli SK club. Well, surely a top 10 or somewhere along those parameters for the man from Estonia. Vasilev is next up. Danil Vasilev of Kazakhstan. They've had a very solid outing, haven't they? 90 meters for Vasiliev. Oh, and that's a good one. Yeah, no wonder they're smiling. 97 meters. Wow. He really nailed that one. He'll get some compensation points for the wind that's not in his favour, and he will go into second. Helped by those judges' points as well. Top 10, you'd think. Ilya Mizunek of Kazakhstan, another from Kazakhstan looking to get into the top 10. It's an emerging nation, but it's a promising nation, that's for sure. 96 meters. Goodness me. That is very good indeed. 5 meters better than his effort in the first round. Look at the hands, just making sure that he was on track. Little poor when it came to the landing. 6th place in the end. Great atmosphere here. All huddled around the monitor that they have down at the bottom to see the action. And perhaps they'll be watching Yannick Vasse, who's up next. Last 10 to go. And that's how it looks at the moment. Austria and Johannes Perls from Kazakhstan. Vasilev Trinevic of Slovenia, the home nation, still in the top 3. Germany, of course, have Adrian Titel still to go. So they'll be hoping to not only have more bodies in the top 10, but actually be on the podium as well. Some really good jumps. This is the best of them all. Over the 100-meter mark, it was coming, wasn't it? No wonder he's looking comfortable there. Perhaps not so comfortable. He needs to sort his bib out there. It's over your hood, pal. Perhaps just a little bit more warmth. He's got a warm glow anyway, hasn't he? Even the fact he has a chance of being the junior world champion. Yannick Vasse next up, and Seidel Club is his home. Will be 20 in May. A couple of World Cup starts already to his name. Switzerland, the next 2 athletes to go. As I say, Vasse with a jump of 93.5 meters in that first round. Needs to jump big to keep himself in with a chance. Oh, and does jump big. That's a nice jump. 95 meters. What will that do? Where will that place him? Outside of the medals, just unfortunately for him, 4th place. Great effort. Really solid jump, really steady, nice in the air. Perhaps just a little ragged on the landing. Win compensation points for him. He sorted out the bib. That's always good. Johannes Bolz. Felix Trunz of Switzerland, 89 meters, first time around. Solid jump would do it. It's not solid enough, I don't think. 90.5 meters. Just seeing the judges around 17s, really. And no, needed a bigger jump, really. And out of the top 10 into 13th place. Not so lucky for Felix Trunz. Lukasic is next up for Poland. All he needs to do is jump big. He was solid last time. Needs to be a bit more solid here. It's not bad. Is it going to be enough, though, to get him in the mix? 94 meters. Again, not bad from the judges. And it will get him into the top 3. Into 2nd place he goes. Missing out on top spot by just 2.2 of a point. Big smile from the Polish athlete. And high fives from all those who have already made the jump. But the Austrian still sits pretty in that winner's enclosure. Iho Polisari is the next man up, who is looking to unseat Johannes Polz, who's just sitting, waiting and wondering. I don't think that's going to be enough either. 90.5 meters. He's gone backwards on his first round, 94 meter jump, and that is 14th place. 6 to go. Can Johannes Polz hang on? Yeah, disappointing for him. Little shake of the head. Isaac Andres Langmo of Norway. Norway's hopes pinned on him. What can he do here? Again, I don't think that's going to be enough. The coach feels so as well, I think. 92 meters, 2 meters down on his first round jump, and it's 8th only for Isaac Andreas Langmo of Norway. Now then, this is where it gets nervous for Johannes Polz. There's 5 left. He could be off the podium, but you never know. That huge jump of 100.5 meters really has put the cat amongst the pigeons here. Simon Steinberger from Austria then. What can he do? Oh, that's a good jump. That is a good jump. Surely that's enough. 97.5 meters. Oh, that is what he needed. Better than his first by some distance, and it will put him ahead by some distance, over 10 points ahead now of Johannes Polz, and he's put the gauntlet down to the 4 who are coming. 18s as well from the judges into first place. Simon Steinberger, no wonder the celebrations are firm, and that vigil from the Austrian is over. He will make way for Steinberger. Austria 1 and 2. What can Eric Belshaw do here? The man we've seen in the World Cup this season. A lot of experience. Does he have the composure here? Oh, it's massive. It is massive. 104.5 meters, and the American has been brilliant. Out-jumped the hill. No wonder his teammates are coming to celebrate with him. Wow. And he was impressive in the lead up to this. But he has just jumped brilliantly. The biggest jump of the day. Look how still he is. And he lands it wonderfully as well. 18.5s and 18s from the judges. He can hardly believe it, can he? That was just something special. Wow. What can you do to unseat the man from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club? Timotheus Amikowicz. Well, it's a big ask. 106 meters. Coach just waiting for the optimal moment to set him away, but it's a huge ask. 95.5 meters in the first round. Coach will be checking that wind monitor. No, doesn't like it. Away, he says, let's just wait. As the tension ratchets up. 3 left. Those are the 3 in descending order. Kevich, Titel and Mbaka. Mbaka with 97 meters in that first round. And now we wait, but not for long. That's good news. The Polish athlete back on the start gate. A short prayer. Now he will rely on his own abilities. Oh, it's another very good jump. Coach likes it, he likes it. How long is it? 96 meters. And that will be enough for third place. It's 2 really solid jumps, and that will always keep you in contention. So, will that be enough? Belshaw from Steinberger. And Milkovic is the athlete who has the last step on the podium at the moment, but 2 left, and the Germans are making some noise now because Adrian Titel is at the top. 98.5 meters. It was one of the biggest jumps of the first round. I think possibly the biggest jump. Penultimate jumper then. He looks calm and collected, doesn't he? Not so collected down there. Some of his teammates. He has 2 podiums this year. And this year and this season in the FIS Cup. But this would mean an awful lot to him if he can get on the podium here. cacophony of noise at the bottom. Calm and collected at the top, and as a coach you've got to just be strong enough to decide whether it's good to go or not. It's a very important job, and not is the answer for the time being. Some of the female members of the team taking a quick breath before they get going again. Don't want to peak too soon, do you? Stefan Imbacher having to wait as well, of course, as well. He'll be the last to go. The man who led after the first round with a jump of 97 metres. Titel 98.5 metres. He's gonna have to, as you can see, jump big if he wants the gold and the world title. And he has jumped big. It's a great jump. It's 101 metres. That is excellent. But is it enough? Big smiles. It's second place. It's second place. No wonder he's smiling. He's guaranteed a medal. Well, had to jump big, and he did as well. Lovely and still, and a wonderful landing. Great style marks from the judges as well. And now he knows, like we do. And Eric Belshaw, one more. Stefan Imbacher, top after the first round. Needs a big jump here, otherwise the American's going to claim this title. We've had 3 over 100 metres so far in this competition. First, second, and 5th place. What a moment in this young man's career. No, not yet. Not yet. Come to this from Zakopane, who was in the World Cup and inside the top 15 as well. He's got a lot of potential, and he wouldn't mind this title to go with his CV. Belshaw, like a cat on hot coals, not able to sit on that to stall. Sitting there waiting patiently alongside Tate France's teammate, who would like nothing better to embrace him in a big hug and whisper in his ear, "You're junior world champion." And the coach has asked for the gate to go down. Well, that'll get him 4.8 points in compensation. That's interesting. It must, I guess, be the wind that is on his mind there. Tell me, is that again? Deep gulps. That man has done what he has to do. Can relax. I say relax. Doesn't look that relaxed, does he? Belshaw waiting. Will it be the 19-year-old Belshaw, or possibly the 18-year-old Stefan Imbacher? No, the coach is not going to set him on his way. I think we're just going to have a trial jumper go through, just to make sure everything is right. What drama we have. We're almost over the line, weren't we? And the coach wants to give his charge every chance possibly can. Sitting there looking composed. I'm sure he's not. I got to be honest with you. He'd rather just get on with it, I am sure. He is wondering whether it's his moment. I'll tell you what, if he's had to wait through all this and still manages to pull it off, he will have done well. He's still bouncing around, isn't he? Belshore. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Well, we mention it a lot, don't we? Because we hear it a lot from the big American clubs. And he's ready. He is ready. From the Kitzbühel Ski Club. Big moment. Austrians here, and I'm sure watching, will have their fingers crossed. Everyone watching the monitors, watching the wind direction, watching the speed as well. So he's going to get 4.8 points from coming from gate 13, but he still needs around 100 meters to win this competition. Coach says go. Last man down the ski jump. Oh, it's really long. Oh, it's magnificent. That is fantastic stuff. Oh, and he is the junior world champion. It was worth the wait. Well, he led after the first round. He had all the pressure of jumping last. He had to wait whilst the coach decided to go from a different start gate, and he still pulled it out. 103.5 meters. That is just outstanding, and you've got to feel for Eric Belshore, who was in that winner's enclosure, was sat there waiting for this man to come down. Look at that. Absolutely still, composed. Wonderful flight. Not the tidiest landing, doesn't matter when you're jumping that far. Congratulations, Stefan Imbacher, junior world champion. Well, what a finish to this competition. Austria it is then, and Stefan Imbacher who lead and who will take the top step of the podium, the gold medal and the title of junior world champion. Eric Belshore, Adrian Titel are the other two who will make it onto the podium, with Steinberger just missing out for Austria in 4th place. Goodness me, what a breathtaking last round that was. Absolutely love these junior world championships. Some of the stars of the future, of course. And you might be able to say, I saw them first here. Right, so Michael Heidel, Thomas Morgensen won medals in the past, but that's the man who has won the gold here. Stefan Imbacher of Austria is the junior world champion in 2024. Adrian Titel, we got very excited, didn't we, about that jump as he went over the 101 meter mark, and it certainly was. But Eric Belshore jumped out of his skin, the longest jump of the day. From Belshore went from 4th after the first round into the top spot, but after waiting for a while we knew he had to jump big, And he did so with a bit to spare, didn't he, Stefan Imvaca? Take a bow. The man from the Kitzbühel Ski Club showed everyone that he has nerves of steel.
Secretary General of Organizing Committee. Tomáš, Bernie Schädler was telling us yesterday that Planica is a renowned organizer. Can you tell us something about organizing committee here?
Yeah, of course. There is a big tradition of especially ski jumping in Planica. This year we are celebrating 90 years from the first international competition, ski jumping competitions in Planica. And of course, with this tradition, with our knowledge, with our experience, we prepared also this year's Junior World Championships, of course, after last year successfully conducted the Seniors World Championships in Nordic Skiing. Beside all the preparations, which took us more than a year, we thought that it's important for these young athletes to experience not only the venue, but also the very well organized event, because in the next coming years, they will probably come back as big stars already, and they have to experience such an event in the best possible way. At the end, they are preparing for this event, for the highlight of their season, many months, and they deserve it to be treated as a champs already when they are in junior categories.
We are here in this magnificent natural environment bordering Triglav National Park. What measures regarding sustainability were implemented here?
Correct. It's really a beautiful setting in the Valley of World Championships, as we used to say, for Planica Valley, under the Ponce Mountains. I would say, after last year, when we started to organize the sustainable events in the most, in the way which is not only environmentally sustainable, but we are addressing also the other two pillars of sustainability, which is, of course, the economic sustainability and social sustainability. Also, with this year's event, we try to prove that also such a big events, international sporting events, could be organized in a sustainable way. Of course, it's going to be a step by step to come to the end goal, which is a less carbon footprint as possible. But yeah, it's important that we let know also the young athletes how important it is that we are not only acting sustainable, but at events, but also at home.
A few days ago, Peter Preutz announced his retirement after this season. Are you preparing any special event for him here in Planica?
For such a great sportsman as Peter Preutz is, of course, we are preparing a spectacular event. So this year, final World Cup finals in Planica from 21st till 24th of March will be something special. Not only because we are celebrating, as I said before, the 90 years of international sporting events in Planica, but also because of the retirement of Peter Preutz. And for us, it's, of course, it will be a kind of a legacy also with this retirement for Planica, and it will be a spectacular event. And already now I have to invite all the sporting fans, all the fans of ski jumping to come and to join us in this valley for the World Cup finals in ski jumping. As a matter of fact, it's a ski flying.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, looking forward, and already now, please welcome to Planica.
Yeah, it's a spectacular part of the world, that's for sure, and it would be lovely, wouldn't it, to be there to see Peter Preutz on his last event before he retires. These have got a little way to go before they retire. Stefan Imvaca, the junior world champion, 97 metres first time out, and then when he really had to pull it out, 103.5 metres. Congratulations to Stefan Imvaca, a wonderful moment for him and friends and family and teammates.
So you've had a fantastic season so far, and you just won here at the Junior World Championship. How does it feel like? Are you happy, satisfied with your jumps?
Yeah, I'm really satisfied with my jumps. They were on a pretty high level today, and I couldn't be happier to win it. And now, yeah, I have completed the mission of the season, and it's really nice.
Can we also get a statement in German?
Ja, also ich bin mega happy mit den Sprüngen, was ich heute zeigen habe können, und es war einfach sensationell. Das Saisonziel habe ich auch schon abgehackelt, also ja, ich konnte glücklicher sein.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Eric, this is a historic medal for United States of America. This is the first male medal ever won at the Junior World Championship. How does it feel like to have written a part of history?
It feels pretty incredible, and yeah, I'm really happy with my jumps today.
What are the plans for next competition here?
I think that I would like to have the same jumps as I did today. I think that would be a good start, and yeah, I think we have a really good chance in the team event and the mixed team, so fingers crossed for that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is your first and last World Championship, Junior World Championship. You've won a bronze medal. How does it feel like? Is it nice?
Es fühlt sich mega an, sage ich mal. Ja, ich habe es die letzten Jahre nicht geschafft, dem Niveau zu springen, wo man springen muss, um eben zur JWM oder zur Junioren-Weltmeisterschaft zu kommen. Und deswegen, das fühlt sich jetzt einfach großartig an.
Can we also get the same answer in English?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I never had think that someone happened, and yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.